What is up, Eastern Oregon? This is Dodzy, and this is your sports show for Wednesday, April 20th, 2022. This is all brought to you by Northwest Furniture And Mattress. On Elm, off Adams in Legrand. Go see the Daggett family. Go check out their showroom. They have beautiful home furnishings in there, and you will not be disappointed. Northwest Furniture and Mattress right here in Legrand. Let's see here. We're going to talk a little bit about EOU, and then we're going to roll right into the double dip of EOU softball interviews today. EOU softball is at home this weekend. It's huge. It's senior day. It's athlete for athlete, and it's against the number 2 team in the country, the OIT Owls. And, man, if you have any ability to get out there and support these ladies, get out there and support them. They've won 34 games. They're 7 wins away from school record, and it's within reach. I mean, it really is. So if you have the chance to get out there and support them this weekend, get out there and support them. EOU track and field, the multis, the conference championships are on Thursday and Friday this week right here at EOU as well. National champion TJ Davis will be competing in the decathlon, and I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to win the CCC. I mean, a little birdie told me that he's going to run away with it. So get up there and support EOU track and field. My guests for today. Like I said, EOU softball ladies, man, this team is one of a kind. They're having a record season, and the intensity and the energy in the dugout and on the field is unparalleled in what I've seen from EOU softball in the past. My first guest, EOU Senior softball player Natalie Hall. Here it is. Natalie, what's up?
Oh, nothing much. What about you?
No, just another day with this weird weather. I'm just hoping that we get good weather for this weekend.
Me too.
Do you got a nickname?
I do, but I wouldn't say it's TV appropriate.
Oh, really? What? Well, it's like what the other players call you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay. I've heard, I mean, I hear most of the nicknames, but I've never heard yours. Like, I don't.
Usually people just call me Nat, though.
Yeah, I kind of thought, like, I mean, I know everybody pretty much has a nickname. I mean, it's kind of I played baseball in college, and that was kind of the thing too. Like, everybody on our team had a nickname. I guess I'll start it off the way I start off everybody. How'd you end up at EOU?
Well, I originally played at a junior college in Nebraska, and it just wasn't a good fit for me. And an alumni, actually, me and her pitched together at home. We have the same pitching coach, and she ended up out here. And she said, "Hey, why don't you come on a visit? I heard you don't, your school isn't like a great fit for you. Why don't you come out for a visit?" And so I got in contact with the old coach, Aaron, and then I came out on a visit November of 2018, I believe. And then I ended up really liking Legrand, and I really liked the school. So I decided to come out here and transfer in January of 2019.
Nice. What's your favorite thing about Legrand, about this area?
My favorite thing about Legrand is probably just the community as a whole. Everyone is very supportive, and I kind of just like how everyone knows everyone. And I get to go, if I go to the grocery store, then I see someone that I know, and I just say, "What's up?" And I just like how tight-knit the community is in terms of the school, and how supportive the community is of EOU.
Let's talk about this team. 7 wins away from tying the school record, 34 wins on the season. This is by far the best EOU team you've ever been on, right? I mean,
yes, for sure.
There's no question. It's like top 3 ever. I mean, honestly, like when it comes to wins and just what's the difference? Like why we didn't even break. I mean, we brought in a couple people. There's, the Tyree girl, is a freshman, but outside of that, I mean, what's the difference this year?
I would just say that we kind of all have the same goals, and I think that's something that we were kind of lacking in the last couple of years that I've been here, is just all being on the same page. And instead of having multiple brains working towards different goals, we all kind of have one brain collectively working and have the same goals in mind. And we really want to get to nationals, and we're competing with the top teams in the nation. And so I think that's kind of just sparked a lot of inspiration in all of us to work harder and keep our same goal in mind.
Yeah, that national bid's going to be tough. We either need to win the CCC tournament or we need to win the CCC. We can't leave it up to that large bid, because last year, College of Idaho, I believe they were in the top 25 all year, and they were the 38th choice.
Oh, really?
As the third team in the conference. Yeah, they ended up, top 3, but they were the 38th pick out of 40. I mean, so we don't want to leave it up to the at large. We don't. The CCC doesn't get a lot of love. Let's talk about this weekend. It's senior weekend. What's special about that?
My family is coming out, and since I'm from pretty far away, they don't get to come to a lot of games. So I'm really excited for both of my parents to be able to come and be able to support me, and just a lot of emotions for this weekend. So
last home games ever, probably. And against the number 2 team in the nation.
I think it'll be good for us. I think that we all are going to want to leave it all out on the field, and they have to come into our territory for our senior weekend. And so we kind of really have that home team advantage for this weekend.
Yeah, for sure. And it's athlete for athlete too.
So we'll have a lot of support there for us, and all the seniors will have their families and friends, and it's going to be a good turnout, I think.
I think you're going to see the most people by far at EOU softball this weekend out of the whole season. I mean, there's a good crowd at the C of I games, really good. But I think we're going to double that this weekend. It's going to be crazy. Even with track at home, the multis are Thursday and Friday, the conference championship. But I was talking to TJ, who's the national champion in the heptathlon, and he said nobody goes to track. So I'm going to get out there on Thursday and support the track guys, man. I try to make sure that I give all the teams love. But your softball team is one of my favorites. I mean, I've known your coach for a long time, and I just love softball. I mean, it's fast, it's exciting. What did you play other sports in high school?
I did. I played golf in high school.
You played golf? That's awesome. I love golf. I wish EOU had a golf team.
Me too.
That would be sweet. We've talked about it. Dana's one of my really good friends. He runs Buffalo Peak. And we've talked about that. Like, why hasn't EOU gotten a golf team? I mean, no offense to lacrosse. I just thought golf would fit better in this community. So goals for the rest of the season, personal and team. What? Lay it on me.
For personal goals, probably just being present and being in the moment, because this is my last year, and it goes by quick. And so my personal goal is to just kind of be where my feet are, and don't blink, because it's going to go by so fast, and just do everything in my power to be a good teammate and be supportive of everyone, because it is a long season, especially if we make it to postseason. And so kind of just doing my role as team captain and keeping everyone kind of on the same page and keep everyone goal oriented like we have been this whole season. And then for team goals, I would say win the CCC and go to nationals.
Absolutely.
And win nationals. That's in our goals too.
You can't have anything less in my eyes. Like,
no.
I hate it when people come on and they say, well, my goal is to like maybe place, or I'm like, maybe place. Like, what the heck are you doing it for then?
No, we're trying to win nationals.
Absolutely.
We are trying to be the number 1 team in the nation.
I mean, I don't think that it's out of reach. I mean,
no.
It's going to take a real good run, but I honestly think that it's a realistic goal. I really do.
I really think this team has great potential, and when everyone's on, I think that we're unstoppable. When everyone's playing to our full potential, we're pretty badass.
Yeah. Here's the thing. when everything's on, you're talking defense, hitting,
Mm-hmm.
pitching. We're right there at the top in all of it. When everything's going well. Like, I mean, our offense is really good. Our defense is crazy good, and our pitching is like, I mean, any of those, top 3-4 pitchers, like when they're on the mound, you're like, if they're on, we're not going to give up a lot of runs. It's crazy. Do you got your phone with you?
I do.
Open up your playlist.
Okay.
What
type of playlist?
The last song you listened to?
The last song that I listened to was Sunshine by Lotto, and it has Lil Wayne and Childish Gambino in it.
All right, that'll be the song I use on your on the social media tent.
Okay.
Okay, next question. What are you going to do after college? What's your plans?
I don't know yet.
That's okay.
I know that I'm planning on doing the master's this fall online. And so after I move home, I'm just going to finish my master's. But in terms of career, I don't know what I want to do.
But you are going to do it. What are you going to get your master's in?
Master's in business administration. And I will be getting my degree this spring in business administration with a concentration in marketing. So I know I kind of want to do something in marketing, but I'm not sure what. So probably just find entry-level marketing positions and go from there.
There's a lot of jobs in marketing. There's a lot. I mean, there's tons of different stuff that you could do. Like aspirations and heroes. Like what got you into softball?
To be honest, it was funny story. So all my friends, they were starting to play softball, and I just didn't want to be left out. So I decided to play softball, and then I was the only one that stuck with it. And then my parents have played a big role in me continuing softball. They're my number one supporters, and no matter what I do, they're always very supportive. And I know that they love watching me play, and I love playing. So that's kind of what got me here, and I love the sport altogether.
Do you want to stay involved with softball in some way after, you're done playing?
Oh, yes, for sure. I have thought about coaching maybe 12, 14s, helping coach. And so if I was to stay involved, it would probably be in a coaching aspect of it.
Yeah.
Or maybe some slow pitch softball.
Coaching's tough, man. Parents are rough these days, man. I coached middle school baseball and football for a few years. I mean, I think like 6 years. And I just lost my love for it because of parents. It's hard, man. Like parents just don't. When I was young, there was like a line that parents didn't cross with a coach, even younger kids coaches. Nowadays parents don't, there ain't no line. It's just like parents are tough. So good luck to you on that aspect. Who's your hero?
My hero?
Not Tyler Hero, your hero.
What was that? Sorry.
I said not Tyler Hero, like your hero. This is a tough one.
This is a tough one. I can't think of one in this very moment. Okay.
You can have more than one.
Probably just both of my parents. Both of them have just kind of taught me a lot about perseverance, and they're just great role models, and I really look up to both of them. I can't really pick between the two of them, but both of them for sure.
Blame you. That's awesome. Would you rather, so you have to choose one of these. Would you rather have to sit in jail for 10 years or be in a coma for 5?
That's a tough one too.
Yeah.
Probably. Probably a coma for 5 years.
I think I'd probably choose that too.
Because it'd basically just be like sleeping, and then I'm missing out on a lot less.
Yeah,
like
you might
missing out on 10 years, like you're still present and conscious, but you're still missing out on everything.
And you might see some stuff that you can't ever get rid of, you know, if you're in prison. Like, I'm doing the coma too, for sure. Do you like pineapple on pizza?
I do. Big fan of pineapple on pizza.
It's so gross. It's hot.
What's wrong with it? I
love pineapple. I don't like it warm. Like, I don't like it. You know how sometimes you get like sweet and sour sauce? No. You know, like how sometimes you get the sweet and sour sauce with the pineapple in it? Mm-hmm. No. I don't like it warm. I love it. I like cottage cheese and pineapple.
Ew.
Try it. If you haven't, don't knock it till you try it.
Okay, I'll try it out. But
my grandma was a big fruit and cottage cheese lady, so we had pears and pineapple and strawberries, and I mean, I think it's fantastic. Way better than warm pineapple.
I don't know. I would say that cottage cheese and pineapple is more of a red flag than pineapple and pizza.
You do? You think so? Huh.
Oh, yes.
I know a lot of people. You can get cottage cheese with like a pineapple little puree on top of it in the store. Like you can.
Too many textures going on.
Yeah. Texture is a big thing for me when it comes to food too. Like I can't do like, I'm not a fan. So maybe it comes from this. I don't like soup, like wet soups. Like it has to be like
wet soup.
Soups, yeah, like I don't like brothy soups. So like it has to be like the texture of like clam chowder or thicker. Like if it's, I don't drink hot drinks either, like coffee, tea.
So you like potato soup?
Yeah,
potato
like
and
thicker
clam chowder.
I can't do the thin and hot. It's just I don't know. It's weird. It's always been a weird thing for me. All right, last question, and I'll get you out of here. I'm a senior in high school, a girls softball player. Coach Christian puts me in front of you and says, Natalie, recruit Dodsey to come play softball at EOU. Go.
I'm recruiting you?
Yeah. Why should I come to EOU?
EOU has a great softball program, and overall, just the community in general. And Eastern Oregon is a great place to get an education for good price. And also, the class sizes here are incredible, very one-on-one, personable, and no matter what your role is on the team, you feel like you feel important, and I think that is very important, because when you're being recruited, you don't know what your role is going to be. You aren't there yet, and so just kind of feeling like a somebody, no matter what your role is a huge part of like being a Mountie, and being a Mountie altogether is just a great experience.
Awesome. Eastern Oregon, she's EOU Senior softball player, Natalie Hall. I'm Dodsey. Natalie, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Natalie. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work. Let's just get right into the next guest. She's EOU Senior softball player, Kayla Berg, KB. Here it is. Kayla, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome. Nickname. What's your nickname? I know it, but what do they call you?
KB.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy one.
Yeah.
I was just talking with Natalie, and she said her nickname's not safe for TV.
That's true.
I don't think I've ever heard it out there. Like I've heard everybody else's, but I don't think I've ever heard hers. I'm gonna have to do a little digging, like after.
Yeah.
Because I forgot to ask her when we were done, like what, like how not for TV is it? Because this goes on to, we're not sanctioned or covered by the people that cover regular TV. So like I mean, I've dropped a couple of cuss words on accident, and it doesn't get beeped out or anything. All right, let's start with the first question. I ask everybody this: how did you end up at Eastern Oregon?
I had some friends that I went to Wenatchee with, and I knew they came here, so I thought I'd give it a try, and I loved it.
So you were the previous coach's recruit?
No, I'm still with Nicole.
You're in Nicole. So there's not very many of the previous coaches' recruits left.
No, there's definitely not.
Yeah, there's just a few, a very small handful, and we're gonna move. And I'm a firm believer in Nicole. I've known her since we were 13 years old. And I mean, her track history, her track record is, I mean, she wins. It's crazy. What for you? This is your senior year. This is the best EOU team you've ever been on by far. 7 wins away from tying the school record, which it's doable. I mean, we have eight games left in the regular season, 6 conference games, and then the CCC tournament, and then hopefully a national bid. Down the stretch, what's the goal?
Go to nationals. Go as far as we can. It's the last year I get to, so may as well.
Your role on the team, you kind of play a dual role. You pitch, but you also play. I've seen you in right field. I've seen you in left field. I think you've what's it called, designated player a few times.
Yeah, not this year, but
no, but you have. I mean, your role on the team is very. It changes day to day. I mean, one day you might pitch, one day you might be playing in the outfield. What do you like to do better?
I like the outfield.
Yeah, you like hitting, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm see, I was a pitcher in college, but even pitchers like to hit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun. I mean, it really is. Your goals for this season, obviously you guys want to make the national tournament. And I was talking with Natalie about this too. Like, we either need to win the CCC or we need to win that tournament. We can't leave it up to the voters to get us in on a bid, because there's only 40 spots. And I mean, two CCC teams are going to get an automatic bid, right? So you get the tournament champion and you get the regular season champion. After that, last year, College of Idaho barely got in.
Yeah.
And they were they ended up 3rd in the country, which is crazy. So we got to either win the regular season, and it's in our hands. I mean, we have senior weekend or whatever you want to call it coming up, biggest games of the year. Talk about that a little bit.
We can definitely take the CCC in regular play. We just got to come to play this weekend, and I think we're in. It's not going to take that much. I mean, we got to be checked in the moment we get there, but there's definitely a chance. What's the
emotions going to be like this weekend?
There's going to be a lot of emotions for everyone, I think.
Yeah. You're a senior. It's senior day. You're going to get that picture that everybody gets on senior day. And that's when I think it's going to really hit you. What are your plans after? Like, what do you want to do? You're not going to take your COVID year and come back. So what's next for Kayla Berg?
I have a job as a community health worker lined up in Burns. So I'll be moving there right after graduation and starting a career.
You're just ready. You're ready to rock and roll, huh?
Yep.
And get on with life. What's your favorite memory from this season so far? Like, what sticks out in your mind?
My favorite memory from this year probably would be when we played at Southern Oregon, and our coach told us if we could get at least one win, she would jump into the hotel pool fully clothed.
I did not know that.
First game.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Why did anybody got it on film?
Oh yeah.
What? Shoot it.
Okay.
Seriously, I want to see it.
Okay.
That's awesome. I had no idea that there was like some stipulations to that win. That was a huge win, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, you're talking about returning national champions. Yeah, big time. Go to their house and beat them game 1 of a 4-game series. It's and then the crazy thing too is the C of I games on the road. Like we get beat. We played them toe to toe at home. I mean, anybody could have won those games, and then we turn around and go beat them twice. Granted, only one of them was a conference victory, but twice on the road. I mean, like, it's like, okay, this team's real. Like it's legit. We have a real shot. I honestly think we have a shot at a national title. Like if everything's clicking on this team, if we're hitting, if we're playing defense, and if we're pitching, and we go on a little run, I mean, sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Honestly, it really is. This weekend though, I'm going to get back to that. Senior day and athlete for athlete. Probably going to be the biggest crowd ever in your career at EOU for a home game. Any nerves? Like, do you get nervous?
Oh yeah, before every game, especially if I'm pitching. But it's going to be fun with everybody there. It just makes it that much more fun. Everybody's excited, and yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I think Coach Christian has you guys in a position to make a run. Honestly, I mean, just the energy alone on this team compared to years in past is completely different. Like you talk about that. Tell me the difference between last year and this year.
Last year it was like sometimes people didn't show up to play; they were just there because they were there. And this year, everybody shows up every practice, every game, ready to go and ready to win. Yeah. And I think it comes from having fun. All we want to do is have fun, and when we win, we do have fun. So
yeah, winning's fun. Mm-hmm. Losing's not fun.
No.
And the energy from that is very obvious. I mean, I'm at all your guys' games. I watch all your road games, and just the energy in the dugout. Even the people that aren't everyday players have bought in, and that's key because you aren't going to win unless everybody's bought in. I mean, you can't have a couple people that are, like I like to call them like Achilles heels or like a virus on the team. And it doesn't seem like that's there. And you guys do your funny hats and glasses and all your goofy stuff, and it works.
Yeah, we found a way to give everybody some energy and want to be there.
Are you going to try to stay involved with softball after?
Yeah. I'm not sure how yet, but I would love to coach and be involved along the road.
What got you into softball originally? Like, why? What inspired you to play softball?
My parents signed me up for it in like first grade, and I had fun, so I just kept playing.
Were you always left-handed hitter, or did somebody teach you how to hit left-handed?
I started right-handed, and then I switched to left.
Yeah, most girl softball players are like that if they throw right-handed. Now, if they're left-handed straight up, they're left-handed. But my youngest daughter's a softball player. She's 13. She's a catcher, but she hits left-handed. I mean, it's just such an advantage in softball. It's like, dude, you got to learn how to hit left-handed. And we started her at like, I don't know, 8 or 9. She was hitting right-handed, and we just flipped her around, and she's got it. I mean, it's like, it's one of those things where you can probably still hit right-handed, huh?
No.
You can't? You couldn't? No. See, she can. She's young enough still that we could put her in the box right-handed and she can still hit the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this. Do you have your phone near you?
Yes.
Grab it.
Okay.
What is the last song that you listened to?
Oh.
Yeah.
That is a great question. It's called Jenny Jenkins by Mount Joy.
Huh. Okay. Jenny Jenkins by Mount Joy. That's what I'll use for the social media. I always like doing an announcement of who's going to be on my show, and I tag the person, and then I use whatever song they listen to last on their playlist. There's been some really interesting songs. Like, I'm like, how do I even play this song? Like, there's been times when I'm like, dude, I mean, people are going to think I'm weird for playing this song.
Yeah.
But everybody pretty much knows now that it's just how I do it, so it doesn't reflect on me, thankfully. Because there's some of them that have been like, okay, we'll just play it. And then I hear it, and I'm like, Okay, so who's your hero?
Probably I had a pitching coach in high school that I would probably say was my hero.
That just was that kind of person that
just
kept
me going.
But you like playing in the field and hitting better than pitching.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I get it 100%. So we talked about the team goals for this year. What's your personal goals? Like, do you have any personal goals?
My personal goal coming into this year was to have as much fun as I could and to enjoy every chance I got to be on the field with my team. Yeah. And so far, I've succeeded.
I 100%. I love watching you guys, like the energy, and not just for the game. I love watching you guys because of the energy and the enthusiasm and the camaraderie. Like I take pictures at games, and I very rarely take pictures of the actual game.
Yeah,
because that's not. I mean, I enjoy that part, but I enjoy the emotion way more. It's so much more just raw and organic, and you can totally tell that this team is just riding this awesome wave right now. It really. Let's see. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or in a coma for 10?
I would say I would rather be in jail for 5 years.
You would?
Yeah.
What if you came out of jail thugged up?
Then that's what happens, I guess.
Oh, I don't know, man. That would be hard for me. Being locked up for 5 years would be tough.
Yeah, but I think coming out of a coma 10 years later would be even harder.
Yeah, because you'd wake up and there would be all this new stuff that you know, like wasn't there when you were.
Yeah,
that's always a tough one. Yeah, it really is. So other sports. What'd you play? What else did you play in high school?
I did ski racing, alpine ski racing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So was that part of the influence to come to EOU because we're so close to the mountain?
Kind of, yeah.
Do you still ski?
Yep.
What's your favorite run up at Anthony?
Oh, I don't know the names of any of them.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Well, Broadway's the big, long, slow one. And then Rock Garden's the one that's right underneath the lift. The fast one.
Yeah.
With all the rocks.
I like the ones to the left of the lift.
See, I don't know any of those. I only know the two. What do you like? Can you like jump and all that?
Not so good at jumps. I like to keep my skis on the snow, but
you haul ass. Yeah, that ain't for speed. Ain't for me. When you're my size, if you're going fast and you hit something, it's no bueno.
No,
it really isn't. I've skied before and I've hit a tree and it wasn't fun.
No.
So I just kind of and I'm afraid of heights too. So like the lift and everything is just brutal. Let's see. A couple more questions and I'll get you out of here. Do you like pineapple on pizza?
I personally wouldn't put pineapple on my pizza, but I'm not going to judge you if you do.
Right. But what if there was a pizza there that had pineapple on it and that was what was to eat? Would you eat it?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Probably pasta or ice cream.
What kind of ice cream?
Cookie dough.
Ice cream's good. So is pasta. It's like the two things that I can't have. Like it's like, I love. How could you not love pasta? Like with like a rich, like creamy sauce on it, buttery. Like, get out of here! Like that's crazy. Okay, so last question, and then I'm gonna get you on your way. I'm a senior in high school, softball player. Coach Christian puts me in front of you and says, Kayla Berg, recruit Doddsy to come play softball at EOU. What are you going to tell me?
I would tell you that the athletic community here is like no other. It is so close and everybody knows each other. You feel comfortable going into the gym. You're going to see people you know, and it's always friendly and always positive. Athletes always support other athletes. Like we go to each other's games and do all that kind of stuff for each other. And our program is fun. There's no way around that. If you've been to a game, you know.
Yeah.
I love the area too. There's so much to do outside and to explore around this area that it's awesome.
Awesome. Eastern Oregon, she's EOU Senior softball player, Kayla Berg. KB, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I appreciate you, ladies. Tomorrow on the show, 2 more EOU softball players, 2 more seniors. It's going to be awesome. Look forward to tomorrow. Man, what a great time of year. Let's get out of this crappy weather and get into some sunshine and some baseball and softball. None of this is possible, though, without Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Like I said, man, the Daggett family, they are stellar, and they have a stellar showroom. Big red rocking chair on Elm, off Adams, in Legrand. Northwest Furniture and Mattress, go see them. Eastern Oregon, I appreciate you. That's all I got for you on a Wednesday. Hump day. I'm Dodsey, and I'm out.